Grand National Championships.
Hello. You're listening to, or possibly watching Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. With me tonight, we have Corin Atchison, Jared McLeod.
Hello.
Jotham Fady.
Howdy.
Hope everyone's doing splendidly out there. If anyone wants to contact us, go ahead and let you know the ways to do that. You can send an email to us, us@thegncshow.com. Follow us on Twitter and other social media at The GNC Show. You can visit thegncshow.com for all kinds of show-related information. And to call us or leave a voicemail, the number is 727-379-4335. I didn't actually coordinate with you guys before we said go. Is everyone running their audio? Is everyone recording and stuff? There goes Corin. He's on it.
We're professionals.
Jotham's got his AirPods. Corin's sometimes recording the show. It's great. We're very
You need new
internet,
Corin.
Logical. Is everything going there, Corin? Is your internet okay? Damn it. Something that I said to you just triggered my my Apple assistant. Siri.
Yeah.
Siri, check my internet.
Don't say that.
Leave Corin alone.
Hey, internet
Siri,
assistant.
how's my internet?
I wish
Watch
you
the
would,
nukes. Don't.
I wish you guys would stop saying things like that. It's really throwing off my control center. So,
All's well here now.
well, that's great. Why don't you continue on that path of success and tell us what you've been up to in this past week or so?
Nothing but success. Oh boy, what have I been doing?
You got a big one.
You've got a big one.
I do?
Yeah, that's what everybody's
Was it
saying. You got a big one.
Moving? Did
No,
you
you
secure
got a lawyery thing.
Oh, you want me to talk about my real life on this podcast?
I mean,
In
you
my
don't
career?
have to. Do
Am
it in
I-
like one sentence.
Oh man, I'm co-chair of the Oregon Indian Law Bar section.
Congratulations.
Sick. Yeah,
That's
that's great.
awesome.
One sentence. Love it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Congratulations.
What does that mean in a
one
practice?
sentence? No. He said one sentence.
One sentence from you. We have plenty.
Yeah, you guys can guess what it means now.
Jotham, I reclaim my time. What does that entail on a practical level for you?
It's like being on a
monthly committee,
board,
weekly
committee.
committee.
Essentially, no, a monthly committee. And I didn't agree to be the chair. I only agreed to be the co-chair because I didn't want all of the responsibility.
It's like they wanted you to be the lead in the play, and you were like, "No, I'll just be in the chorus. I'll just be the one that they're like, who's that girl?" You know.
I said, I want to be who's that girl.
Like,
and they said, all right.
Co-chair.
Mr. LaPointe Atchison, whatever you need, please leave our office now. So that's
The Oregon
so that's
State
good news.
Yeah, it's good news. It goes well with me moving back to Portland because this is the Oregon Indian Law section. So it would be both of the people that were elected to co-chair are currently living in Washington. So this at least one of us is going to be living in Oregon.
That's good. Makes it that much more legit. Did I
That's
see that you? Did you like lock in a specific date for moving? Did you secure a place in your new old city?
I have a place somewhat locked down. Pretty sure the date is January 1st. So I found a place on Craigslist, seemed legit, and then I had one of my friends in Portland went and visited the place for me.
They've not been heard from since.
Seems legit. I'll probably move in then. No, he said it was fine and that I should go forward with it. And so I said yes, and I don't know. It's a little weird because the current landlords were like, I trust you. Just we'll have it. We'll say that it's good for now, and then we'll wait until you come down and pay your security deposit and everything.
So what they're saying, like, yeah, we'll hold it for you, no big deal.
You look like a pretty chill dude. I'm sure it'll work out.
No. Your friend looks like a pretty chill dude.
Right.
I'm sure it'll work out. So they're being either really sketchy or super cool. And I can't figure out which one it is. And I'm hoping that they're just super cool.
We're always hoping that everyone is just super chill.
Yeah.
When I was looking at places in Seattle, I thought I found a super chill place. And then I realized that I ended up sending like pictures of me and my girlfriend to like some like scam artist. What? I like filled out this application and they're like, all right, well, we just like to see what the people look like. I'm like, all right, whatever. I haven't applied to live anywhere in years.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works.
We just want to see you guys' feet.
Send nudes. Yeah, exactly.
Just send us pictures of your feet so we know whether, you make a lot of noise upstairs.
Yeah. All they ask for was a social and a picture of my credit card.
I'm sending you an outfit to try on.
I sent him a pic of some gabagool.
I want to see what kind of toes are going to be on my hard wood. Sorry.
Over the line with toes.
Alistair, did you just do an umpire thing with your hat?
Was that an umpire
Give
thing?
Give us
Yeah.
What do umpires do with their hats?
Well, if I was wearing one, I'd go,
It would be a line coacher. Is that what they're called?
Are you talking about like a third base coach who's doing like some kind of like...
I don't know. You touched your hat, and that was the best
Signals.
sports
None of us
reference I
know
could come up
baseball
with.
terminology, except
when
for
you're
you,
doing those
Alistair.
signals, what you're looking for is an indicator. There's something, and then like if like this is the indicator, whatever comes after that, that's the signal. So that's the signal there. You guys learn. You got to watch for the indicator.
I gotta watch Moneyball again.
That's a good flick. I watched it for the first time just in the last month or so. I've heard people talk about it for years, and I figured I would like it. It was finally the right time and place, and it came through. I loved Moneyball.
Yeah, it's the kind of movie that I would think you would like.
Yeah, it's got a lot of math and baseball.
Closing deals in baseball.
I love movies about deals.
I love stats and baseball. Yeah,
I do like statistics. That's why I decided to become just a statistic.
pretty good.
So is that all you've been up to? You have anything else to share? I don't see any cheeses here.
No cheese.
Cheese all gone.
Oh, cheese all gone. That
tragic.
At one point was one of Corin's catchphrases.
Yeah, I had a couple catchphrases.
When you
that
pulled
was the
the cord,
longest standing.
When he pulled his cord, that's what he would say.
My
Do you think
cheese
DB
cord.
Cooper had a catchphrase when he pulled his cord and jumped?
Did you watch that that recent documentary about DB Cooper?
I watched it last night.
I haven't
wish
watched
I
it.
didn't. I wish I just said that without it being prompted by the documentary.
Still good.
But it's such a fascinating story. Was it a good doc?
Yeah, I loved it. It's basically like there's like 4 prime suspects, and the people that are close to them really believe these people did it. And well, you're indicating that they didn't do it. But, so yeah, who knows? Who knows what happened? It's a great mystery. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like Unsolved Mysteries, a show that promises you will not be satisfied by the ending. I've heard a lot of people bring that up lately. It never occurred to me as a kid, but it's like Unsolved Mysteries, so like none of these are going to like resolve.
But they do a good job. That's so much better than like the Cold Case Files. Cold Case Files is like, I don't know, like the shitty like Winn-Dixie versus like, I don't know.
I feel like
this is a bad metaphor. So I'm stopping.
I feel like Unsolved Mysteries every now and then had like the update. And,
exactly.
Like, with,
yeah.
Old Robert Stack.
They have 2 new seasons on Netflix.
Who hosts it?
No
Yeah,
one.
they're good.
Oh,
It's just
They're
like it's like a
AI Robert
docu-series.
Stack.
You thought like only Robert Stack is qualified for this. He was
Yes.
like it was great because in the original show, like it would cut to an interstitial shot and it was just him like in the darkness coming out from behind a tree in a trench coat, backlit.
Coming through the fog, like
Yeah.
appearing through some fog. Maybe you.
In my mind, he was smoking. I don't think he actually was, but he should have been.
So that I think I was like 10-ish years old, like when that came out, and it blew my mind to like see Robert Stack like in older movies and stuff, like young, because I thought that like that was his job. Like that was the only thing that he ever did was Unsolved Mysteries. When I was like 10 years old, I was like, hey, wait a second.
Absolutely.
He did other
I had a similar
You
experience.
have mysteries to not solve. What are you doing in this movie?
Jared,
Your bad work is not being done.
Jared, what have you been doing in this past week?
Not a whole
I don't even wanna
lot
talk
new to report. Did another long bike ride this past weekend to Ted Peters. The nice long ride.
How many miles?
25-ish.
So less than when we did. All right.
Yeah.
25
Nothing
round
beats-
trip.
Nothing beats our run.
That's
Not
right.
yet.
Oh,
That's 25 round trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm kind of maybe hoping to convince people to maybe do a 40 to 50 mile ride this weekend.
I pushed for the 40 last time. I thought that's what I signed up for.
You were pretty
Jeez.
disappointed when we turned
Throwing
around
shade
before.
left
You're talking
Right.
20 round trip. I thought it was one way.
And a headlight died on my car, and turns out that it's $150 for one bulb.
just the bulb.
Just the bulb.
So
Not-
Who let you know?
It's actually not, because I went to AutoZone and I got some bulbs. They didn't fit, and I brought them back, and they're like, oh, it's these special type of bulbs, and they're $150 instead of the 30 for two that you
you
bought.
got them halogens.
So and I just looked it up on Amazon, and you can get like 2 for 30. But like I had a little mini heart attack today.
Did you go to Jacob Dillon Automotive to get it diagnosed? Like they only fix one problem there.
Hey, who let you know that light was out?
You did, and like 5
right.
other people.
Who was first?
Wait, when did
Don't
I
say
see
not
you?
me.
Several other
Really?
people.
Did I see you
A
after
few weeks
Friday?
ago. Yeah, it was Friday. We got tacos
Okay,
and then
that
played
was it.
D&D.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's a secret.
But you accidentally, well, I won't say accidentally, but then you sniffed right after that, which made it seem like you were talking about cocaine.
I am talking about both.
By D&D.
It's the only way to play D&D.
Then we
It's very
played
exciting.
D&D, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I also took a crazy pre-workout this week that made me feel all kinds of strange.
Tell us
Itchy
more.
Yeah.
and
Ichi,
Yeah, that's
Bernie.
good.
Randy. And yeah, it
Randy?
was nuts. Yeah, dude, like it was nuts.
You felt Randy.
Went for a run and came back. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Wow.
Yeah,
No one's safe.
What's the name?
no one's.
Oh, man.
It was called Amped AF.
Oh.
It lived up to its name.
Mm-hmm.
Amped all fuck.
Yes.
Those itchy ones though. Oh, I can't stand that. It's all that niacin.
I've never had that like sensation before. It's like it's
yeah,
weird.
Makes your skin tingle. It's weird. It's bizarre. I've had to go home and like try to cool off when that
Yeah, me too.
happened.
Cold shower.
Yeah, that's what
Ooh,
man.
man.
That's what happened. Yeah, an explosive cold shower. Guys are.
Gross.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to go there, okay?
I'll say go there, girlfriend. So, super tingly pre-workout made you try to tear all the bugs off your skin.
Yeah, that's been about it.
And I like to think that maybe you just took it recreationally with no plans for working out. You just took it and you're like, now
Let's
just
see where this
now
goes.
climb up the walls.
I went for a jog, and it did help with that, and like worked out and stuff. But it lasted for a very long time. Very
Did I tell you guys about the first time I took pre-workout and like didn't work out?
No.
No.
Possibly.
I was living in a sober living house, and it was like 30 minutes away from the intensive outpatient program I was going to 3 times a week. that was the program that the mortgage guys, they were like suspicious of that I was going to. So it was around the same time. And I saw this pre-workout out and I was like, what's that? It's got caffeine? Yeah, it'll get me amped up. Why not? So I took a big scoop of this pre-workout. I ride with my friend in his car who doesn't have air. I'm sweating profusely. I'm way bigger than this. Very uncomfortable. And then I sat through 3 hours of group therapy, sweating my balls off. Very uncomfortable. It was a terrible experience.
And that was doing pre-workout recreationally.
Yes.
So you thought of it just like an energy drink? Like if I take this, like it'll give
energy
me
drink in a can
pep.
or
I'll get some
a
pep
powder.
out of this.
How bad could this be? Bad.
It was very bad.
It was bad.
Did you?
Makes me super aggressive if I take it and don't work out.
I was not happy.
It's fun to see aggressive Corin.
I
once
can't
in a
believe
while.
I sat through it. I was there voluntarily.
Did you participate in that group? Any group exercises?
Yeah, I'm sure I contributed a lot.
Did you?
I'm sure.
Did you bring the heat in those scenarios? Would you like drop some? Would you talk to him about the loops and stuff?
I went into a pre-blackout. I don't know what happened, brother.
Pre-blackout. I'm on a pre-blackout.
Got super aggressive in the communication model.
Pre-bending.
When I hear you say that, it makes me feel this way.
The buttons are gonna burst off of my cardigan. I'm so amped AF. I'm amped AF. Well, Jotham, if you didn't get into any pre-workout this past week, what did you get into?
Well, I'm gonna enter a round robin pickleball event tomorrow night.
Okay. At the club.
So at the HCC Tennis Club, yeah. I misunderstood how it works though. I thought I was gonna show up with a friend and we were gonna play doubles against other people, but apparently they mix you up the whole time. So this friend dropped out because he doesn't want to meet any new people.
No strangers.
So I'm gonna go. How bad can it be? And
remember when you said that about the pre-workout though?
I just said that. Yeah. Well, this is another one of those situations. I gotta check it out.
I blacked out and 5 people were dead when I woke up.
Yeah.
Pickleball
I've got better
rackets.
pre these days, so I'm sure it'll go fine.
It's pure. It's cut with
It's
only...
higher quality. Yeah. It's cleaner.
I'm trying to join up
So
in this.
yeah.
I'm trying to get on this action too. I have an email out to the guy to join up at the beginner level.
You got to get signed in. Got to become made.
But I have to play doubles with strangers because Jotham has decided that he's intermediate.
Oh.
Listen,
He's
man,
a medium. Everything he
you
does,
can get there.
he's a medium.
Well, also, I bought a white hat this week, so
I can't believe
Ready.
that you're not acknowledging that intermediate is the medium of skill levels.
well, yeah, it's a medium.
Yeah, and you're a classic
course.
medium. You always insist on it. So how do you think you're going to fit in? Like you said that some of the people who play there you described as elite. I'm sure
They're not part of that event.
I guess they go to their own things. They're probably on a tour of Europe right now or something.
Well, I'm glad they're not part of the event.
right. They'd tear you apart.
They were very good.
Yeah.
Very intimidating.
Very long.
They were the like the brothers from the Facebook movie.
Yeah.
I can take care of him myself. I'm 6'4" and there's 2 of me.
I think they work at Cambridge Analytica.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are those the brothers?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Cambridge Analytica.
All right, forget it. All right, let's move on.
I can't forget that.
Speaking
Guys, will someone else chime in on what Cambridge Analytica is? Was there some kind of scandal involving that?
Yeah, was it?
Yes,
Data.
but I don't know what it is.
Data.
None of us know
Jotham
anything.
says data. Full stop.
Data.
Cool. Well,
I wasn't prepared to talk about this.
I only talked
I
about
was
it.
hoping someone else knew.
what are their? Oh, Winklevoss, the Winklevoss twins. That's who was playing on the pickleball court. You guys ever see The Social Network? You guys are staring
actually
at me.
haven't.
No.
Oh.
I'm a big Jesse Eisenberg guy.
Yeah, a lot of people say that to you.
You strike me as a Jesse Eisenberg type.
No offense.
Such
but,
a compliment.
But there's got to be all skill levels there. So have you seen a lot of people playing in, I mean, you haven't witnessed one of these events yet, right? So you're not really sure like what's going to be coming at you right away.
We were there, is it 2 or 3 Fridays ago?
Yeah.
3 Fridays ago, maybe, Jared. But we didn't, I don't know, I didn't stick around. I was just watching the elite guys. I didn't watch the other people.
He was
They were
transfixed.
amazing. Yeah.
Like he
I really was.
Well, watching
really
someone,
was.
you know,
tried to pull him off.
Jared could have left and I wouldn't have known, and I wouldn't have been able to tell him about his headlight. You
He's
know?
talking to his new friends, his hot new friends.
He's,
I don't remember
uh,
any of their
forgot about me.
names.
man, he's entering a whole
That
new world.
sucks.
Some fucking
Leave
eyes
me
wide
behind.
shut parties and shit. He's going to be
Pickleball parties.
Yeah, pickleball parties. You show up with a mask
Pickleball loft parties.
and nothing else. Pickleball loft parties. Well, anything else going on with you, Jotham?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I ruined my appetite today by eating a half can of banana bread for breakfast.
A can of
Can?
banana bread?
Like a pan, or like
Oh.
like,
Tin.
you know,
A pan. Yeah, I thought you said can.
no, canned banana bread.
I was like, what? That was my
You
next
haven't
question.
had banana bread till
Yeah.
you tried it.
It comes out like
Eating
cranberry
MRE.
sauce.
That was today. But okay, so earlier this week, I watched New Cronenberg times 2. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I watched the New Cronenberg, the 2020 by Brandon Cronenberg, Possessor. I thought it was really good. It's got every. All right, guys, what do you want out of a movie?
All right, guys.
A Cronenberg? Or
I want all
Anything.
right guys out of a movie.
Anything. Oh, it's got that. It's got all right, guys.
Atmosphere. I want. I want.
Got it.
Okay. I want vibrant, and striking imagery.
Oh, check.
Okay, cool. I want deep characters who evolve and change over the course of the film.
Check.
I
Check.
want Deep Roy, that guy the little Indian actor that plays.
You. All right. It doesn't have it all.
Okay.
It doesn't have that.
I want.
But it was really cool.
Okay. No, he's done taking questions.
Beautifully
That's
shot.
all
It was
I look
really,
for,
it was really
so.
grisly in parts. Like it really. I mean, that's why I like some of these horror movies. Like it made me feel shit. And that's good.
I like to feel
For me.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
hard
watched,
these
I
days.
watched that. Yeah, it's getting harder every day. And I liked that. So I watched another new Cronenberg, which is from 2012.
How many new Cronenbergs
It was actually
are
kind of
there?
topical because it's called Antiviral. It's the only other movie that Brandon Cronenberg made, or like big movie.
Oh.
And it's crazy. It's like in the future where people are obsessed with celebrities, but they want to get like the viruses they have. So like if they have herpes, like they will go to a clinic and be injected with the herpes simplex virus in the same spot that this celebrity has it. And a guy there starts taking the viruses and like smuggling them out in his body. And he becomes very sick, and there's this whole like underground market, and like people are eating like celebrity cells, like steaks. It's really fucked up, and was not as good as Possessor. It was worth watching, but you know, not.
You watched a
Great,
movie where they
great.
grow celebrity steaks.
Yeah, like they in like a lab.
You made it
They're
sound.
very gray.
You made it sound like a judgment on Jotham's character.
Yeah, you really did. Yeah,
That
the
was
guy in that
intentional.
movie, he's like cutting the steak while he's looking at a picture of the celebrity in like a pop magazine. Really trying to become one with her.
Yeah.
It
can
sounds
see
like carrying on the old Cronenberg tradition.
Yeah,
Just really,
he really is.
creeping people out. Was there anyone in that movie who you know? Was it all otherwise unknown actors?
No, wait. Antiviral has
Larry
a guy
David.
Yeah, it's got Larry David. Jerry Seinfeld makes an appearance. Frasier was there.
Yeah. Oh, Niles.
The character,
The character, not,
not
Kelsey,
Kelsey
Grammer.
Grammer.
Frasier.
It does take place
right.
in the
Right.
Cheers / Frasierverse.
Yeah. So there's that.
Okay.
And then lastly, I got something in the mail today, but I don't know if I'm ready for it. It's corduroy. Anybody else rocking corduroy?
I haven't had a
Time.
good pair of corduroy pants
But I'm not against it.
since maybe like just after like high school, because I used
And
to
it's
buy
been-
them
I
from
mean,
thrift
forever.
stores.
Yeah.
So what are these cords? Is this a whole corduroy suit with a vest too?
It's a 3-piece, brother. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Corduroy tie. And describe these
No,
corduroy
they're just
clothes.
regular, like like a brownish, a fall brown, thin cords.
I've heard some people talk about how corduroys are specifically cold weather pants, and like people who actually live in places with weather, that corduroy you only see them in the fall and winter because that's the only time you would want to wear them. But to me, they
I'll
were
wear
just
them
a
like
long
4
pant.
times a year.
Does the amount of are they called cords or lines or whatever on the pants? Is the amount of them? Do they have
symbol.
like a count, like thread count, like a
Thread
like a
count?
machine, or do they have a cord
That'd
count?
be pretty sweet.
13
I don't
to the
think so.
inch,
Maybe.
8
Or
to
like-
the inch.
There's just 4, so like
These are
pants divided
5,000.
into 4
So,
lines.
just 4 big cords
big
around
cords,
the whole
yeah.
pant. I don't know if the world's
One
ready
for
for
the front
that.
of the leg,
It's
one
2.
for the back.
So technically, just jeans are cords, but it's one cord, right?
Yeah.
If you think about it. If you want to take a journey
Blowing my
inside the
mind.
mind's eye.
That's where I was trying to go with it.
Yeah. If you think about it. So Jotham, what else you been up to?
That's it.
That's it. Just a cord model pickleball champion. This guy.
I went biking in the Ocala Forest this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, biking.
17 miles with my family for Thanksgiving.
This guy goes
Oh, yeah.
out with free reign, and he's talking trash. He goes 17 miles. I thought it was minimum 40 before you tell people
The
about it.
family's holding me back.
Leave them, cut them loose. You
Don't
know?
tell my mom I said that. She's a big listener of the show.
Oh, good.
Get a lot of emails to the
She's
show
donated.
account from her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, here's some interesting news. We got a freezer here at the house. We had one, but now we've got one of those, like,
Standalone?
a deep freeze, a friend of my partner in all things, Mandy, gave it to us because it was like old and they didn't need it. It was, it had dead bodies in there and stuff. Just kidding.
Right.
So we got this free deep freeze, and we're like, oh my God, we can start hoarding food during this
yeah,
pandemic.
you gotta fill it.
So yeah, so it's been exciting. Each time we've gone to the store, I've been like, "Ooh, I'm going to get a couple frozen things to contribute to our," because now it's like I want to fill it up with things that we'll have, for
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Now you
Yeah,
gotta
but
look
also
for
I
them
don't wanna
BOGO
fit-
sales.
What'd you say?
Now you gotta look for them BOGO sales.
Exactly. Now
That
I'm a
chicken.
Now I'm a
that
sharp
beef.
consumer. But also I don't want to fill it too much because I'm sure that something will happen wherein everything in it will
Yeah.
be spoiled and ruined.
Hurricane.
Hurricane a coming, that's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when, Jotham. Yeah, everyone's blowing minds. So yeah, I've been living that deep freeze life. If you guys have any tips about like how to really like live that deep freeze lifestyle, let me know. Drop us a line.
I'm running out of room over here. Could I drop a few things by?
Yeah, come on by. We can. I'll measure the cubic footage and let you know, and then you can do a volume measurement of all the food that you're gonna bring over. Put like Archimedes, put it in your tub and see how much the water level rises.
Do you have a
What kind of stuff? What kind of stuff are y'all freezing? What kind of freezer stuff do you buy?
Well, we just are always like running short of freezer stuff in our regular freezer, but I mean, it's just like freezer, like from Trader Joe's. They're Mandarin chicken, Indian food.
Tried
in
that
little
butter
boxes.
chicken? It's good.
Of course, I've tried the butter chicken. Frozen veggies, bags of frozen broccoli, chicken strips, chicken nuggets
Okay.
for the kids,
Oh,
vegan fake chicken for Kyle who doesn't eat meat. There's any ice creams, jellies and creams, and all kinds of stuff. What kind of stuff do you guys like to freeze and then eat at a later date? Meat? Chicken? Beef?
Chicken, yeah. Ice cream, though, I'm with you on that.
Pies?
And I'm not a warm weather only ice cream eater.
Fair weather
I think-
friend.
Yeah, I think ice cream is a year-long endeavor.
Yeah. It's like
It takes
our
endurance.
A bowl of ice cream for me is like sometimes you'll hear about someone who keeps a pot of soup on their stove just nonstop. And I just do the same thing with ice cream. I just add to the bowl and I'm just constantly eating from it.
Yeah, I like that.
Had it on the stove for 45 years now. So deep freeze life. I got my Spotify Wrapped thing. I don't know if anyone else has checked in on Spotify. Does anyone?
No.
Check it out, guys. Really cool statistical analysis there. Makes a lot of. It'll make a lot of friends too. A lot of people will be interested in your stuff. Well, I don't want to talk down to anybody who enjoys Spotify Wrapped. It was a lot of my top artist was William Basinski. What was everyone's top artist?
Wait.
Do you have it too, Jotham? Didn't you were like the top 0.0001% of William Basinski fans?
0.1, but I thought that was actually an accolade until I saw other. Well, I don't think I saw another 0.1, but I saw other people like 0.05.
I was in 0.1 for
maybe it's
periphery.
0.01.
0.1 for periphery.
For what? Periphery?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. Oh yeah. Never mind.
0.1.
Don't say never mind. Who is it? Corin? Damn it.
Carly Rae
Jepsen.
Yeah.
I only know the one famous song of hers, and then the ones that you have shared with us. I haven't taken the deep dive yet.
I do think the genres are bullshit, and they're made up, and they're like hashtags for the artists, like on Instagram, where they just like to get traction. We're blah 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 blah.
Jotham is not scared to take on this bullshit genre system.
Yeah, I'll take on the industry.
There are thousands of genres that they're telling people they listen to, and it really makes it kind of meaningless. May as well just say the names of the band, like Jotham, like you said. It's like each one is a hashtag for one particular band.
Yeah.
Vanity genres.
Yeah, because I've only been listening to the same 10 bands for the last 10 years. So, I mean, the fact that I've listened to 500 new genres is implausible.
Yeah, and Carly Rae Jepsen is not a band. I don't know who I'm arguing against.
I don't know either.
But you said
I was about to defend her.
She is a band. And
it's complex.
I guess I'll. The other thing that I've been engaging in, I think the industry term is freehanding. Here's a little bit of cheese that I've been working on. This right here is a.
Love it. Corin, he just stole your corner. What you gonna do?
Corin, identify it.
Is it?
Ooh. Is that Manchego?
No, this is nah.
Is that black pepper?
Yeah, exactly. I mentioned Trader Joe's as a place to get some stuff to fill my deep freeze. I also got some stuff to fill my deep cheese. This is Toscano black pepper, and it's they say it's somewhere between like a Parmesan and a cheddar. Some real basic ass cheese, but with black pepper on it. It's real tasty. Got a strange kind of almost sweetness to it, and not very much heat or pepper flavor. Even though it's that pepper's all over the side, you'll bite into a peppercorn, but it's not an overwhelming thing.
You could always add more pepper.
So I'm thinking probably on a weekly basis, I'll start bringing in a cheese and describing it, and just like make that.
It's probably better than Corin.
My thing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
it's going to be called.
Tell me which Hollywood hunks you want to hang out with as well, please.
I would love to hang out with a hunk of Asiago cheese.
Oh. From Hollywood, California.
Hollywood hunk. And that's pretty much what I've been up to in the past few days. Deep freeze, deep cheese, baby. Freeze frame. All right. Do you guys want to take part in a little quiz? I wrote one up, and it's very similar to last week's quiz. Would you guys be interested?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jotham, you did really well last week. Can we expect a similar performance?
From who?
I will nail one.
Had the highlight.
That's right.
It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
That's right. It's time for You will have to know some very specific things to get these questions right with me, Alistair St. Hill. This is a 15-question quiz. It's similar to last week's quiz insofar as it is based on the Angelina Joe Lieberman model of two phrases coming together based on a common word or even syllable between them. This one is almost completely based on musical artists, albums, song titles, and in some cases, other musically tangential things, or in maybe one or two cases, nothing to do with music whatsoever.
Okay.
But there are clues to each one, so here we go. All right. Number one. Oh. Okay. Number one. A producer and the founder of the Brain Feeder label and the lead single from Radiohead's King of Limbs album. Founder of Brain Feeder.
Got that.
And
Jared?
the leads, Jared, go.
Flying Lotus Flower.
That's correct. Flying Lotus Flower. Jared is up 1-0.
Are you sure that's Radiohead?
On the scoreboard that I am writing now.
Did you just glare at me?
No, for a second I was like, was that an Atoms for Peace song? But now I remember that I was right. I'm typically right.
That I am right. So crisp. The Dasani water.
So
Do you think we're getting
crisp.
sponsored?
I'm looking to get a deal. Question 2. The breakout album of Neutral Milk Hotel and the jazz-tinged indie rock band on
Corin.
Thrill Jockey Records. Go, Corin.
In the airplane over the sea and cake.
That's correct. In the aeroplane over the sea and cake. Question 3. A freak folk and experimental pop band, and the group who recorded the song Shine. Jared, go.
Animal Collective Soul.
That's correct. Animal Collective
Fuck.
Soul.
I was so close.
Corin apparently was close, but did not quite achieve. Question 4. One of the most popular songs recorded by the Stooges and the band of actor Keanu Reeves. Jared, go.
I Want to Be Your Dog Star.
Yeah, that's
I was going to
correct.
say I want to be your dog face because I didn't know his band.
Oh, you got to get into that. Keanu's band?
With some good stuff.
Be your dog face.
I want to be your dog face.
Whoa.
Question 5.
Good Keanu.
That's a good Keanu. Question 5. A Canadian band whose debut LP, Funeral, was released in 2004, and the breakthrough 1970 single by lanky, bald troubadour James Taylor. Canadian
Corin.
band. What?
Corin.
Go. What?
What?
I guess what's not the right. What? Corin, go.
Wait. Oh shit. Oh no! Now I'm. It's Arcade Fire and Rain.
Nailed it.
I was going to say the Gun Club album, Fire of Love.
Oh, that's good. The Arcade Fire of Love. Well, I guess you could write that
How do you
question
think I got
in
the
your
Punk
quiz.
Blues on Spotify?
Oh, is that your top punk blues?
Punk Blues.
What are
That's
the
how I
top
got the
genres?
Punk Blues.
I know you took a screenshot of that so you could be like, oh yeah, like verified punk blues. That's me all the way.
I don't know what else it would have been.
I could see like maybe like some kind of like Dirtbag Country.
I don't listen to Dirtbag
Troubadour
Country.
Warrior Poet.
So
What'd you say about a warrior poet?
Pop punk troubadour warrior poet.
Oh, you
That's
mean
different.
like Austin Lucas?
Like Frank Turner.
Yeah, like Frank Turner, like the guys that are punk and then go acoustic, and they describe themselves as troubadours or warrior poets.
Yeah, they're all.
I haven't heard the Warrior
They're
Poet.
all Billy Bragg. But there's there's certain kind of like that genre. I don't often listen to it, but I feel like I can tell by hearing someone's name if they're a part of it. That's
Warrior
one of my
Poet's pretty
superpowers.
cringe.
Yeah.
Question 6. Right now, Jared is leading 3-2 over Corin. Jotham yet to get on the board. That has not kept him from contributing in his own way. Question 6. The soft-spoken originator of the 50 States album project and the singer-songwriter who was in a band with David Crosby and Graham Nash.
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
Sufjan Stevens Stills.
That's correct. Jotham busting onto the scene
All
with
right.
a Sufjan Stevens related answer. Number 7. Red-haired piano-playing songwriter of Professional Widow and Others, and the Black Star MC/actor who changed his legal name to Yassine Bey.
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
Tori Amos Def.
Yes, that's good. Yes.
I was thinking, who's Amos?
I didn't know the first part, but I got there. I didn't know she played piano. Or had red hair.
I feel like those are big facts about her.
What do you know her from?
I know her name. Her name. She's married to the famous Amos guy, right?
Yes.
Yep.
She is the famous Amos.
She is married to that guy.
Question 8. A Baltimore indie rock duo and the country band who gave us Elvira.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Why Oak Ridge Boys?
That's correct. Why Oak Ridge Boys. Jared,
Wow.
up to 4. Jotham and Corin both with 2. As we get on
That
to
was impressive.
question number 9.
Still time.
Question 9. The producer behind Quasimodo and the flamboyant Las Vegas pianist.
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
Wait. Ah, fuck. Los Angeles pianist?
Las Vegas. Flamboyant Las...
Corin.
Matt.
Jotham, you have 5 seconds. 5.
I was going to say the Mad Libertines, but that's, I don't think it.
Corin, go.
Mad Liberace.
That's correct. Mad Liberace.
That's in their anticipation, waiting to say it.
Funnily enough, I had first written the question as Mad Libertines, but then I realized the band is called The Libertines, and that's not fair.
Yeah. I didn't think it was right, but I couldn't think of who else.
Is everyone impressed with my integrity?
Everyone. In unison.
Question 10. English bespectacled power pop singer-songwriter and the band who wrote the album Marquee Moon.
What's the first part again?
English bespectacled power pop singer-songwriter and the band who wrote the album Marquee Moon.
Jotham?
Jotham, go.
I was going to say Elton John Television.
No, that was very similar to Mandy Miner's guess, and I also had to tell her.
I hope you had those ready
Yeah, like,
when you're quizzing her.
anybody?
Mm-mm. Elvis Costello something.
Obviously, you can't get credit for that because you didn't even bother to say it. But it's Elvis Costello Vision.
I didn't know.
I was playing with a
I
little
didn't
bit.
know.
It's television, but I made it television by having fun. I did that by having fun. All right, so
This is fun.
How about
We're all having fun.
I'm going to give Jotham and Corin each half a point.
Oh,
It's going to be it's a point in quotation marks. It's like a sarcastic point. Question 11. American composer and producer who is name dropped by Quasimodo on The Return of the Loop Digger, and the singer of Maggie May.
Jared,
go.
David Axelrod Stewart.
That's correct. David Axelrod Stewart.
that's pretty good.
We're all impressed.
We're still having fun.
Tons.
Question 12. We go into that with Jared leading with 5. Corin has 3 and a half, and Jotham has 2.5. All right, question 12. Tobacco's band and the artist who performed I Want Candy. The band fronted by
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
Black Moth Super Rainbow Mandy Moore?
Wait, what?
Does Jotham actually know how this game works?
I didn't actually know it before I started talking, if you couldn't tell.
All right, so
It's gonna come
You
together
still
before it
don't know
comes
it.
out.
I was hoping it finished on top, and it didn't.
Oh, I know, Jared.
Jared, go.
Is it Black Moth Super Rain Bow Wow Wow?
That's correct.
Whoa.
Black Moth Super Rainbow. Wow.
Wow.
He did another thing with the owl and the television.
Well, this
Yeah,
one is
another
spelled,
one of those.
This one's spelled properly.
It
The
is.
other one was different.
And Jared gets a full point for that one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Question 13. Arguably the biggest rock and roll band of all time and the record label founded by Peanut Butter Wolf.
I don't even know what the last part means.
I know.
Jared.
I know.
Well, you said I know before Jared said his name, but I know is not
No.
the right way to...
All right, fine.
What happened? Jotham, was that you
I
chiming
know. I'm
in?
not playing by the rules. it's too bad.
Again,
I'm not playing
like
by the
last,
rules.
Okay, last week, I feel like we cleared that up.
Do you want me to say it?
Just because you lose horribly does not mean you're not playing by the rules. It doesn't mean you're a loose cannon or a wild card. It means you lost the
I know.
game.
All right.
Was that you chiming in, though, when you said, I know?
I was trying to, but
Okay, Jotham, go. Do you remember
the
what
Rolling Stones throw.
Thank you very much. Oh, brother. All right.
This is fun.
That's the best part of the quiz. Jotham refuses.
And like you maybe like accidentally say I know, and then you make it sound like you're taking down the whole system. It's forgivable. I understand. Sometimes you accidentally just say I know instead of Jotham. All right, question 14. The psychedelic soul performers of Everyday People and the Manchester Band, fronted by Ian Brown in the 80s and 90s.
Jared.
Yes, Jared, go.
Sly and the Family Stone Roses.
That's correct. Sly and the Family Stone Roses.
Wow.
Jotham, are you playing the rest of the game under protest?
No, I'm playing.
Sorry, I'm feeling a lot of anger from Jotham. I'm feeling...
No,
I don't know what's going on here.
there's no way I'm angry
And then
at all.
when Jared just got that last question right, Jotham was like, "Good,
This is fun.
cool."
Still having fun.
All right, question 15. This is the final question.
I'm winning. I feel bad.
This one may have less to do with music.
Okay.
Does it have anything to do with
More
it?
to do with newscasters.
It has some to do with music. Seattle grunge progenitors and the leading man of films such as Glory, Training Day, and Malcolm X.
grunge progenitors. He said
grunge progenitors. They might not be. They're a Seattle grunge band. They're around there in the early days of people paying attention to all that stuff, and also a hugely successful popular band. Seattle grunge band.
Jared
Go. Jared Go. I didn't mean to hit that.
You had it preloaded.
Jared Go.
Soundgarden Denzel Washington.
That's correct. Show a
thought you
little
just said
respect to
first name.
Mr. Washington. That's
In
correct.
my head, I was doing Nirvana or Mudhoney.
I was not getting to Soundgarden.
Soundgarden Denzel Washington. Jared,
Got
you
it.
took it home again.
This guy can't lose.
Yeah, absolutely, he can't. Not according to our arrangement.
It's lonely at the top. No, seriously, please somebody talk to me.
That's good cheese, huh?
Just trying to. You can really see the pepper once you get it in focus.
Kind of like ants.
Freehanding.
I bought some peppercorns today,
You were talking
but
about
not for rodents.
Is it to keep
I
things
thought that was funny.
pests
Yeah, I was
away?
looking at peppercorns, and I was looking at peppercorns and looking at the reviews, and someone commented, "Oh, these are going to be great to get rid of the rodents in my car engine compartment or whatever." The person hadn't even used the product yet, and it was not buying it for the intended purpose, but they were so excited to leave that review that I loved it.
Hell yeah.
And their car engine's going to smell great.
Yeah.
Like
Hell yeah.
like fish big brain. Had a tough time saying that. Also, pepper doesn't necessarily smell like bread.
Or bread
if
doesn't
you
smell
heat
like
it up.
pepper.
I had one other thing I wanted to mention. I'd forgotten. This was going to be a part of my checking in. Is I mean, we all love yodeling, right? But like the problem with yodeling is it's too darn fast, so it's hard to learn the parts. So I've been experimenting with slowdling, which is just taking it, just fucking chopping and screwing it.
Get Paul Wall on the line.
DJ Scrooge is called
Mike Jones.
from beyond the grave.
Mike Jones. That's full speed.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's hard to even track it though.
Yeah.
200 BPM.
Happy hardcore.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, like, that's just a tip for everyone at home. Just slow it down, do it at half speed. If you do it at half speed, it's going to maintain the same pitch. And then you can practice all your runs. And then just, then you can try, once you get that down pat, just slowly build up the speed.
Just keep it there.
All right. Do you guys want to take a break and come back for news and such? And then, and we'll also be doing our year-end Spotify list, our favorites of the year.
Yeah.
This will be very exciting. As exciting and fun as the game was for Jotha. All right, so we'll be right
Great.
back after this. Hello. You're back on Grand National Championships. It is just about time for us to do some of the news.
The news is really bumming me out. More and more.
This just in.
I clicked an article that I can't even read all of because I'm not a member. But it sounds funny if it's like a cartoon. I'm just gonna read it. Spanish parents demand compensation after children grow hair all over their bodies after mistakenly being given hair loss drug. 1 year after the mistake was realized, parents say their children still have hairy faces.
Has this been peer reviewed? Is this from an academic journal?
This is from the Telegraph. News website of the year.
Now, does this sound like something that's a true? It's hard to know from this small amount of information that's been given to us how we should feel at all about this.
Well, I could subscribe now and save 75%.
Yeah, do that. It sounds like you'd be losing money if you didn't. So yeah, just
what I really want to talk about is Manitoba woman put cloves in oranges. House smells awesome.
Now I saw that you posted that as a real headline. It was on Reddit as Reddit under Not the Onion, where like very funny but seemingly real headlines are.
Well, this is CBS News.
CBC. That's Canada.
Oh, you're right. CBC. I can't read.
Yeah, that's a Manitoba woman.
Yeah, I know where
Canadian.
Manitoba is. I just misread the.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jotham. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I saw that. But yeah, the Arctic Kitchen. It seems to be a regular running segment or a regular running article thing that's all about like, because another one is like, man sweeps home with cinnamon broom, thinks it fucking rules. But more or less like that.
Semicolon thinks it rules.
Thinks it's difficult, comma rules. But yeah, it's real nonetheless. And have you ever tried that? Jam those cloves in that?
I'm going to now.
But I'm thinking about it.
That would be a real cinnamon broom. Over here.
The head quote they pulled was, "As soon as I walk into our house, you can smell it." So,
that's the number one.
This is the news I like.
That's
this
more
doesn't
uplifting.
make me feel bad.
I think the Arctic Kitchen might be where I look for more of my my feel good news nowadays, or just the news that you need to recover from the real life. The real life.
You'll have to download the CBS app.
Will do. All access, baby. Jared, what's in the news?
Airlines cleared to ban emotional support peacocks. Emotional support animals such as peacocks, alligators, or pigs will be banned from flying inside the cabin on U.S. airlines under a new rule aiming to counter the growing menagerie of species brought on flights in recent years. The rule announced Wednesday will narrow the Department of Transportation's definition of a service animal to include only canines trained to assist a person with a disability. Customers traveling with a support animal that isn't a service dog will be required to pay an airline's pet fee to bring their creature aboard.
Well, that's big because most people don't have the actual service animal.
Correct. But I mean, so somebody had to have brought a pig and a peacock and an alligator onto a plane successfully.
Well, now, did they have to do that
this
thing where like the alligator and the peacock can't cross at the same time, so you have to take the alligator and the snake?
Peacocks can be mean.
Peacocks are real mean. Yeah.
There is
my neighborhood.
a peacock neighborhood just adjacent to ours, just south of a street near us. And it's crazy because they're like turkeys, and they're just sitting around on top of houses, roosting in a tree, screeching at the top of their lungs.
You up.
Birds are mean in general, just as a rule.
They're big-bodied
like
birds, so they like take huge craps everywhere, and they're always standing on cars and stuff.
Hot take: I'd rather hang out with a gator.
Absolutely, I'm down with a gator way more than
maybe not a hot take. Maybe a regular take.
I've got a standard take for you guys.
Yeah,
something real middle of the road.
Take. A medium take.
So, have you guys ever taken an animal of any kind on a flight? Like
no.
A Tamagotchi,
or even like sometimes they get checked in like with luggage, in a carrier.
So no, that's a tiny dog.
That's dangerous.
Yeah,
they could freeze down there.
I'm not saying it's not dangerous. I'm saying it happens, and I'm asking if you've ever been involved with it.
As the only dog owner in this group,
I have a stepdog.
I would never do that. It's too dangerous for my big fat pig dog.
I agree.
She is.
What I asked you was a test.
She is technically an emotional support animal, though.
Oh no!
Because it does not come down to training that you give the dog. It comes down to a prescription from a medical provider who says you have such and such condition, and an animal would assist you in treating that condition or your day-to-day activities. It would lessen the effects of this condition. So anxiety, depression, things like this. So the designation doesn't matter if if it's trained or not.
No, wait, it's different though. You can't bring that on a
Are
plane.
you talking about the difference between a service animal
Service
and an emotional support
an
dog?
emotional support animal.
Yes. Wait, so we're saying
An
the same
emotional
things?
support animal is sort of a vague, nebulous notion that has to do with feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a
Service dog like
animal-
helps you put
service
your
dog
pants
has a
on
gun.
or alerts to like seizure.
That's how you
Trying
can
to figure
tell
out which one of the dogs is the undercover agent and is the marshal on the plane.
They've got their badge. Woof woof, ma'am.
I'm traveling.
I want to see
normal
Con
travel.
Air, but all dogs.
Dog Air.
Air Bud Marshal. Bud Air Marshal.
Air Marshal Bud.
Work sharp the turtle.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that all that you wanted to talk about, Jared? These emotional support?
It said emotional support animal behavior has ranged from mauling and biting to urinating and defecaking. So that's the reasons for the change.
Just because some emotional support
Alligators,
animals just
it's
might
money.
not be properly trained as far as just obedience to their
Or
human
just a wild
companion.
animal.
Decency.
I brought a
Go to finishing
falcon.
school.
Corin, what's in your news?
New test reveals AI still lacks common sense. Despite advances in natural language processing, AI still doesn't have the common sense to understand human language. The natural language processing has taken great strides recently, but AI still doesn't understand half of what it reads. Current machine text generation models can write an article that may be convincing to many humans, but they're basically just mimicking what we see. The goal of the researchers is to study the problem and whether they can create state-of-the-art next-generation models that write sentences and describe the natural scenarios in our everyday lives. Now, I was wishing there were more funny examples, but what they've done is given a series of humans and a series of AI the same group of semi-related words and see what they come up with. So the words were dog, frisbee, throw, catch.
And they're like playing Boggle with them.
See if you can create a sentence with them. And the AI only came up with two dogs are throwing throwing frisbees at each other.
Two dogs are throwing frisbees at each other.
Correct.
This is a horrifying world that these AI entities.
Humanless world.
On Con Air lines.
Not bad.
Bud
bad.
Con Airlines.
Have we? Man, I'm so sorry. Have we
We're
ever
having a
talked
good night
about?
tonight.
Have we ever talked about Luca Brasi from The Godfather?
On the air, no. Off the air constantly.
Well, the very last thing he says in the movie before he's killed, he's told about a deal that he's going to get for coming to work for for Barzini and Tatalia, and they tell him the dollar amount, and he's like, "Not bad." And then he gets killed. And so around the house here sometimes, if someone like my partner and all things Manny Miner's telling me like news, she'll tell me some good news, Kyle got a good grade on a test. I'll be like, "Oh, not bad." And then she'll say like, I filled up the car with gas. Not bad. And it's like, the water bill just showed up. Bad. So I'll just say bad instead of not bad, and that just brings me a lot of joy. It works, and it's good if the bad news comes on the third one. So you might want to talk to your partner and all things about that ahead of time, just to make it funnier.
Yeah, and
sorry, Corin, go
does
ahead.
this ever slip up or slip out in inopportune moments?
Not bad. What do you mean? Like when we're making love? No, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Not bad.
Thumbs up.
I bet like out in the world.
Like
I'm
I'm at a restaurant and I forget. Like they're
Yeah.
like, "How was the food, sir?" Not bad. It gets worse every time.
Sir? Are you joking?
Is someone garroting you from behind whilst a knife is put through your left hand? That's how it went down, brothers. All right, sorry, Corin. You.
I just posted it last week. Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah, and Well, so
Oh no, go ahead.
no, it was great.
Is this off the air Godfather content or is this on the air Godfather
I was going to say
content?
we need to make a plan
Stop.
for Godfather
We need to do a
3
viewing.
soon because the Godfather Coda just came out, and that's a re-edit of Godfather 3, Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone.
We could sync a Zoom, or aren't you can do with Prime? I think.
Are we gonna have a Zoom party?
A friend,
A watch
like,
party?
movie? Yeah, we
A
should.
friend party, a friend movie.
Would you guys be interested in having a friend party where we watch all the Godfather
Those are my
movies?
favorite kinds.
Are you guys up for a 9-hour Zoom where we talk about Godfather over the course of
Do I
A
have
lot
to-
of pre-workout.
3
I've never
volumes?
seen
Yes.
3.
It's, I mean, you know, it's good and bad.
I gotta
the bad
say-
parts are
would you
pretty
say-
bad.
How would you describe it again?
Oh, bang.
Thank you.
But also, no bang.
All right.
Corin,
got there?
what else is in the news? I mean,
I found
oh, sorry.
I found more examples. That's all. This is going to be the end of this. The computer said a dog throws a frisbee at a football player. 2 dogs are throwing frisbees at each other. A dog throws a frisbee and a dog catches it. Dog catches a frisbee and throws it to a dog.
The AI talks like that one character from Game of Thrones. A dog throws a frisbee at a girl.
Wait, which one?
The spider? I
No,
don't know.
it's the guy who
Jake and Hagar.
It's the guy who taught Arya Stark how to be a faceless
Yeah.
killer.
A girl has no name.
A dog
Hound?
throws a frisbee at each
Oh,
other.
that
I like this AI. It's very mysterious. Well, guys, we're getting close to the end of the show, and these shows are getting close to the end of the year, which is why tonight we are forming our year-end playlist, which we're going to put up on our normal weekly playlist, but it's just going to sit there through the end of the year. It's all our very favorite stuff that's come out this year, or in some cases, some of the other co-hosts of the show may have decided to put things on the list that didn't necessarily come out this year, but came out in previous years, but were listened to a lot this year. I heard some people throwing that around. I, of course, didn't do that. That's not my stuff. So we're each putting, what did we decide on, 15?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at 19
That's
right
tough.
now. It's tough.
You make the rules here.
You've
I
cut
didn't
8
make
out
the
already.
rules. I asked you guys because I had 30 on my list by the time I was ready to start cutting. And I asked,
was
and Corin was
saying-
like, "That's too many. I've never heard of them use it."
Whoa.
I bet
Spot on.
Caribou's on there.
Did you?
Jesus Christ.
Jared closed his eyes. He thought Corin was talking just then.
Yeah, it does sound a lot like me.
Oh fuck! Wait, did you say something about Caribou?
Yeah, I did.
He did.
I said about Caribou's on there.
Yeah, I forgot to put Caribou on mine. Was that You and I? Is that the good song from that album?
I think that's the good one.
There was one that I
think that's
really
the good
liked,
one.
and there was another one that came out. Home. Was it called Home?
I think
There was
You
one
and
that I
was the
that
one
I
you liked.
it did not jibe with me, but I haven't really dug into that album.
Whichever
But
one came out first.
I like the single a lot. Anyway, what I put on my portion of the list, I put some Y Oak, a song called Walk Soft came out, an EP that came out this year. Fake Nudes, One Night Friend, local kids done good. Koriki,
Not bad.
local kids done bad.
Not bad. Bad.
Koriki, which is Ian Mackay, Joe Lally, and what's her name? Amy Fernandez. Might have the name wrong constantly. Some Jeff Parker put out a solo album. We're going to hear a song called Fusion Swirl. The Hum album, which I believe was called Inlets, the opening track Waves, is on my best of. I'm hoping we double up in some places because then maybe I can pull one off my list since I'm running heavy. I'm running like 4 songs heavy. Idols.
Jared liked that Hum album.
Opening
I
track.
heard him talking about it.
Yeah, throw that on there, Jared. Take it off. Carry my burden.
I mean, how do you know I don't already have it on there?
Well, because you're not saying anything. This isn't a. Is this
I thought
good?
it was my turn to talk.
I mean, we can
Sorry,
chime
yeah,
into
we
each other. If I say something that's on your list, you can be like, "Ooh, me too." You just, how you do. Ooh.
Just like that. Just like you do.
All right, Beach Glass by Dogjoy.
Man.
That's not, is that on your list?
Jared, you
Yes.
like Dogjoy?
Beach Glasses?
Yes.
All right, it's off my list. I mean, it's still
Friend
one
of
of
the
my
show?
favorites, but I'm coming in heavy.
I've got
4 songs
I've
heavy.
got that, and I've got what from Waves from the Hum album.
That's what I put on Waves.
Is that track one, side one?
Absolutely, brother.
Oh, classic. You can't go wrong.
That brother came out almost involuntarily. Absolutely, brother.
I knew you meant it sincerely.
Square Pusher hits on you. Jared, have you heard any of the Square Pusher off this 2020 album?
I didn't know there was a 2020 Square Pusher.
It
album.
jams. And
It jams more than Square Pusher usually do.
and so on. Yes, it maybe a little more jamming, and I mean you'll still hear, I'm sure, plenty of flippity floppity bass all over it. Some knowledge, learn from 1988.
I got some knowledge.
I bet.
But do you?
Okay. Some another local artist, Jordan Esker and the 100% with Rust. Great song. Some William Basinski, The Wheel of Fortune, which is like a like a real short single for William Basinski. It's just a few minutes long. Oh God.
Uh-oh. Something's gone wrong. Alistair's gone wrong. Jotham, what William Basinski did you include?
I didn't put any Basinski.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were the top 1%.
I listened to it a lot. Yeah. I didn't do the list the same. This is stuff I listened to a lot, but there's like one 2020 song on it.
Oh.
I actually pulled out all 2020 songs on mine miraculously.
Me too.
I'm impressed.
Oh. Yikes. Oh no.
Did a nuke go off? Am I waiting for the shockwave to happen to reach us over here?
I'm so sorry, guys. I'll think of you in the world. So you're the host now, Jotham.
So
All
watch
right.
for him to try to reach.
Should we oh yeah, I am the host?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know who's the Zoom host, but I think it's you.
Join. Well, we can keep this going. I mean, should I do my list, or I feel like I should wait?
Yeah, it's not being recorded.
Should we cancel this? This is not. Oh, it's not being recorded.
Because I think he's recording. He was recording it on.
Oh yeah, you are
Right.
right.
It does say stop video. Oh no, that's me. That's just my camera. Never mind.
Well, good. I can vape then.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean, the audio's
Dad's
still
not
recording.
here.
That's right. We have a Grand National Championships update. We got interrupted in the course of recording our playlist, precap, year-end playlist precap. So we left off in the middle of my recap, and I finally did pare down to 15 entries because everyone clued me in on some duplicates. So I was able to take Hum off of the list. I was able to take Caribou conceivably off of the list, which I'd forgotten to put on the list. And I didn't have to add Run the Jewels to the list. So I had gotten up to William Basinski, The Wheel of Fortune, which is like a little short itty bitty song. It's not deep like the Loops. Jotham will tell you the Loops. You got to spend an afternoon with
The
that.
Loops gets me. I mean, listen, rough day at work. Listen to the Loops on the way home.
Of course, we're talking about the Disintegration Loops, William Basinski. But Wheel of Fortune.
I'll start with 1.1.
Always start with 1.1.
Side one, track one,
It even works on the loops. So that's a very short little piece, but it has the same type of loopy nature of the loops.
I think we might have one. There was one I questioned on my list that I want to know. Do you have Fuzz on your list?
No, I did not put
Okay.
Fuzz's 2020 album on there. Fair enough. Good question, though. I also put on, from the album Circuit City, a song called Circuit Break by More Mother. And she is a spoken word artist who performs with kind of like a free jazz ensemble playing around her. It can be kind of like intense and challenging, but it's some interesting stuff, and really, it's worth taking and worth investing the time in. Some Horse Lords. Common Task is the album of theirs that came out this year. It's the real polyrhythmic, syncopated type math rock-ish stuff. Fanfare.
They almost made it onto my list.
Oh, really? Fanfare for
Not quite.
Effective Freedom, side 1, track 1. That's what's on there.
Oh.
Some Dua Lipa.
Shout out to Jotham.
That single of hers, Don't Start Now. Listened to it a whole lot this year. It hasn't been on any of the GNC playlists, but I can't deny how much Dua Lipa I listened to this year from that album of hers, Future Nostalgia. Some Thundercat. Thundercat, is that on your list, Jared?
Yes.
Oh, I'm putting Interstellar Love.
I put Dragon Ball Durag.
Maybe
I took Dragon Ball
gonna be
Durag remix off mine because I thought somebody might have it.
It was between that and Black Qualls, but I chose Dragon Ball Durag.
Okay. Well, I've got Thundercat on mine, and I'll be damned if I'm reshuffling again to try and come up with more than 15. So that'll stay on there. And finally, Kinosabe Hercules. He passed away, a local producer, drummer. He was the drummer for Hotbox, who's been on Grand National Championships in the past. He passed away this past September, far too young, left behind a family, and he is much missed. So from his Beats to Vibe record that came out this past year, we're going to hear Locked, some good instrumental hip hop from Kinosabe, rest in peace. And that is it for my best of 2020. So next on the list, after my 15, you are going to find 15 tracks from Jotham Fady. What are they?
Well, you guys know I've been waiting all year for the end of the year list. I've been prepared for months, and I'm happy to report that I've pared it down to 15 tracks. We're going to start with my number one played song of the year, which is not a 2020 release, but it's the only one not released in 2020, with Melancholia 2 by William Basinski.
Boom. This guy's in the top 0.1% according to Spotify. William Basinski is his number one genre.
Yeah, can someone get me a shirt that says that on there? I want to brag to everyone I know. Like when I walk into Publix, I want to flex on them. I'm getting my fried chicken.
When you walk into Publix, they play William Basinski. They play the loops over the PA system.
Wouldn't that be sweet? That'd make for like a super chill shopping sesh. I would love that.
That would be an SCSS.
I could leave the pods in the car. They got it over the loudspeakers.
Yeah, if you don't have to bring the loops with you, then that's a good trip.
Yeah. Keeps me light on my feet. I have something from next from John Carpenter's Lost Themes. So it's called Weeping Ghost. Pretty cool. It sounds like it's from a John Carpenter movie. Next up, we've got Spacewalker by Mort Garson and The Time Zone. Mort Garson is the guy that made he's like a Moog guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wrote he released
Pantasia.
Yeah. And
The
another
Music for
one.
Plants.
There was another album that he made that was really good. They took the intro for the Adventure Zone. This podcast came from that too. He's got
anybody who makes music for plants is all right in my book. Sounds like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
PCG.
Next up, we have Molchat Doma, which I had played a few times on the radio, Alistair.
Belarusian.
But they made it over from the motherland of Russia. They're on Sacred Bones now.
Are they Belarusian?
I don't know that much.
Why bother? Sorry.
I heard you guys like MF Doom. So I've got a 2020 Flow Fills remix, just an instrumental. We got a few tracks. Let's see, I've got a few that were Stone's Throw releases. So Tyler, the Creator, had a single, Peach Fuzz. Jay Electronica with Travis Scott, and Jay-Z is on it, but he's uncredited. So that would be called... It's weird. Yeah, I don't know why.
No, well,
you have
I have Jay Electronica on my list.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's all right. I have Ghost of Soulja Slim, which is not the same track that you're including.
We'll leave it. Okay. I've got Sophie. I like her, and I have a track by Mind Design, who is covering Sophie. So I liked her release. Came out this year, her debut. Benny Sings with Mac DeMarco with Rolled Up. So these few tracks are kind of jazzy, pop, you know, like they just groove. I was just listening to it on the way home from pickleball. I was grooving. Windows down.
All right, you got to tell us.
Open.
You got to tell us. This is happening a day after our previously recorded stuff from earlier in the show. How did pickleball go?
It went well. It was a lot of fun. It was different, I guess, than I thought it was going to be. It's your question?
Well, I asked you how it goes, and you say it was fun. That doesn't tell me how it went. What was the win-loss?
Oh, you want to know my stats?
Yeah.
Honestly, I blacked out. I don't know what happens.
Okay.
Come on.
I won. I lost. I mean, you're playing doubles, so you're doubles the whole time. You don't choose your partner. You're mixed up every time. You start playing to 7 because there's so many people, and then you start playing to 11 when we got some more courts opened up. So I met some people. They're all very nice. I got some compliments. Got some compliments on my serve.
Got some compliments on my body.
There's certain shot that I do that I like a lot. It's, I don't know.
What you got to say? You've already got a signature shot. You're in, brother. They call it the fadey.
If someone is serving, or if I serve to someone, they return it. I like to slice it in so it lands close to the line, then bounces out. It's hard to get to. So, anyways, if I could do that every time, I would.
Were you better than your partner?
Not always, but I was pretty good. There were a few real good people there. Oh, and I found out those elite guys. I asked the pro who put the event on. He's like, oh, those are the best guys in Tampa. They were all college tennis guys that are like now playing pickleball. USF for like Indiana. He named a few people. So I'll be over there on that court pretty soon.
Did you go chat them up?
No, but I wanted to.
I liked that you asked somebody else about them. Hey, what's up with them? Like,
yeah,
what's their deal?
What's their deal? Do they need friends?
Are they single?
Obviously not.
Would they like to hang with a dude like me?
Yeah.
What are they into?
Yeah.
If they were going to receive a gift.
Lists?
Yeah, like yeah. Are they registered
Should
on
I get
Amazon?
them pickleballs?
The gift of pickleballs. All right, sorry. So, all
right. So
came home from some pickleball, and now you're listening to.
And slam some pizza. Oh yeah, I'm driving home.
No, I'm saying what was it you were just saying you listened to on the way home?
I was on the way home. I was listening to the Sophie track, Mind Design, and then Benny Sings with Mac DeMarco. So that made for a nice drive home.
Is that does that wrap up your list? Where are you at?
No, there's more.
Oh, go.
There's more. We're gonna crank it up after this. We got Fuzz from their 2020 release, Spit. And then we have the Red Lights, which I had not heard of, but it is Jeffrey Lee Pierce of the Gun Club fame. It was a band he fronted. This release is from 1978, and the Gun Club's first release was like 1981. So it's cool if you're a Jeffrey Lee Pierce fan. If not, it's probably not great, but it's on there anyways.
Enjoy it nonetheless on my best of 2020. 1978.
CCR Head Cleaner with Half a Tooth. Lamps, I Need a Freak. And the Viagra Boys with Creatures. And that just came out this week. Came out Tuesday.
It's very bold of you to have just taken it in that time and placed it on that best of 2020. I hope it holds up in the next few weeks.
I think that's 15. If that's 14, then I've got Richard Rose on there. Richard Rose is fronted by the same guy from X Cult and Gogs. And, so it's like power poppy, just like 70s rock and roll kind of.
And that's your alternate.
That's my alternate. If I got to tag somebody in,
Richard Rose.
That's who it's going to be.
Bingo bongo. Jared.
Bango.
Year end 2020. What brought the heat for you this year?
Well, I was actually surprised that I could get all songs that were released in 2020. So I got that going for me. I got from the new Health release, Disco 4 Part 1, the song Cyberpunk 2020, which is the lead song on that.
That's your theme song for 2020.
Pretty much. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna hear it in the car tomorrow on the way out to our bike ride. I know that.
Beach Glass by Dog Joy from Sober Nights.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't take that one off my list. Damn it. So that's a duplicate. That's
I got
fine.
an alternate. You want Richard Rose?
Yeah, you want to throw Richard Rose on there, Jerry? Is that-
I have a couple alternates.
I'm just kidding.
If you want to keep that one, I will put Behold the Octopus. Had a
Oh my
new
gosh.
release this year.
I haven't thought about them in such a long time.
Yeah. And the song was called...
They're like instrumental, odd-metered
Adult
metal.
Contemporary.
I feel like everyone in the band plays like a Chapman stick. You know,
Yeah.
instead of a
What's
guitar.
a Chapman stick?
Even the drummer.
It's like one of those
noodly.
big like 12 string bass things that you tap that like King Crimson uses. That's just what it sounds like. Wait, did you play that Behold the Octopus track?
Yeah, that thing I just did.
Yeah, I just heard some of
I
the
haven't
audio.
heard it, but I imagine that's what it sounds like.
So that would be Adult Contemporary from Hapaplectic Overtrove, which is the name of the Behold the Octopus album. After that,
They are very good at naming things, by the way.
Verbose.
after that, Motherfucker 64 from Hot, Wet, and Sassy by Tobacco.
Jared.
Hot, Wet, and Sassy is different than the other Tobacco albums a lot. It's good in its own way, but I still dig it. And I
don't
like
know.
that one.
But you don't
dig
dig it as much as other Tobacco releases.
Correct.
I have yet, as big a Tobacco fan as I am, I'm yet to really dig into this new one or any of the singles.
I have yet to dig into any of it.
Give it a
Jared,
try.
tell me where to start.
Fucked Up Friends.
Maniac Meat.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
I keep seeing Tobacco keeps posting things.
Fucked Up Friends 3.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, is that a real thing?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Where's 2?
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't like what he's doing here. What's
Next,
your game?
I got Tea and Dough by Chew from their new album Dark Tan. Also features Catherine from Dogjoy and Pleasures on vocals.
And your t-shirt.
And my t-shirt, my Chew t-shirt
Features my Chew t-shirt.
that I bought at the
Chew
show
t-shirt, Chew
that
t-shirt.
they were recording a video of, and that I was in the background for half a second.
I don't know if that was
That's
you.
how everyone knows him now.
I don't know, man.
Welcome to Grand
Chew
National
guy.
Championships, the podcast that features the guy from the background of that Chew video.
Next is a song called Energy Part 3 by Cookie Kawaii from the album Club Soda Volume 2. I don't really normally go in for this kind of thing. It's like club music, like Jersey club music, but this song, I don't know, I like it a lot.
It moves you.
It moves me.
Makes you want to hit the gym and do some laundry?
I don't dance, but this makes me want to.
Are you talking about Jim Tan Laundry, Jotham?
Yeah, I just made that reference. And
You talking about the shirt? You talking about the shirt before the shirt?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking. You're talking Jersey club music.
Yeah.
I'm with Jotham.
Thank you.
The song Do You by Knowledge from 1988, the album 1988. Some good instrumental R&B / hip hop. Dragon Ball Durag by Thundercat from It Is What It Is. 1985 by Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist from Alfredo, which might be one of the best verses written by anybody ever.
Any human. Do you think AI will ever top the verses of our greatest human
Dog throws
MCs?
frisbee.
Frisbee throws dog.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. I accidentally did a callback to content from yesterday.
After that, Look Over Your Shoulder featuring Kendrick Lamar by Busta Rhymes and Kendrick Lamar from Extinction Level Event 2, the new Busta Rhymes album that just came out.
He's
did
doing
not
it
know
up
that
like
existed.
Tobacco. Extinction Level Event 3. Who knows what's next? Now hold on a
Give me some
second.
more.
I had never heard the term Extinction Level Event until that movie Deep Impact came out.
ELE.
Did Busta Rhymes use inspiration from Deep Impact to name his
I
album?
believe that he did, because I remember thinking that back then, because that movie came out and then that album came out.
It's weird
He just
that
loves that movie.
he really does. And it is, that's a strange movie to have, like, you know, ripples out into other parts of popular culture.
I mean, it is its own term, right? I mean, like,
But did people use it like, I never
don't think
heard
so.
anyone say that before that movie Deep Impact.
I think Deep Impact brought ELE into the public
When you say
consciousness.
you can't spell
ELE?
Teo Leone without ELE. You know?
Wow.
She was in that movie.
Yeah, because they were trying to figure out what was going on with Ellie.
job.
Who's
Should I
Ellie?
watch this? Should I watch it? Is it good?
Yeah.
It was like
Steven Spielberg.
It's good. It's
disaster
not a
movie.
very hard sell.
it came out at the same time as Armageddon. There were two asteroid movies at
Yeah.
once, and Deep Impact was one, and Armageddon
Deep
was
Impact
the other.
is the one with the feels. I guess
The
Armageddon
deeper
has
impact.
feels too. Has the deeper impact. I guess Armageddon has feels, but like in a different way.
Why don't you watch
That
them both
Aerosmith
back to
song.
back and report back to us?
Is Bruce Willis in Armageddon?
Yes.
Yep. And Ben
Okay.
Affleck and Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Liv Tyler.
Yeah. Liv
Michael
Tyler.
Clark Duncan's breakthrough role.
Aerosmith. Yeah.
Aerosmith was in
They
it.
didn't
Do you
write that
remember?
song.
They were up there in spacesuits singing. Yeah. All right. Sorry. The rest of your list.
The Black Balloons reprise by Flying Lotus featuring Denzel Curry, which is basically Come On Feet. I mean, it's the same.
I took Denzel Curry off my list because his 2020 release, it's only 17 minutes long. Every track's very short. And I thought, you know what? Let me get some longer tracks in here.
And some good long tracks.
Ooh La La by Run the Jewels from RTJ4.
Took that off my list too.
Carousels by Doves from the new Doves
I
album.
forgot about the
Universal
Doves
Want.
album. I love the Doves album. Sorry.
Yeah. A Boat to Drown In by Metz from Atlas Vending.
Forgot about the Mets album. I love Mets.
Haven't heard it.
Waves by Hum from Inlet. And finally, the live version of Church Burner by Periphery from their new Live in London album that was just released.
Did you get your 0.01%
I did.
Periphery? Okay. Yeah. Periphery
Nice.
super fan.
Jared, that's a
Stan.
great bunch of songs that you got there.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. So Corin, you're the one who's going to be closing out this playlist, the final 15 picks.
Take
I'm
us
so
home.
glad.
Do you think you brought the necessary chutzpah?
I think so, even though I definitely didn't know about most of these tracks until 2 days ago.
All right.
Strike that from the record.
No, don't. I'm proud of what I found.
Corin, as a lawyer,
That
responded. Corin, as a lawyer, responded. No, don't.
That's what I do.
I'm
in
proud of
court
what I
all the
found
time.
should be your new catchphrase.
All right.
I'm proud of what I found.
So it starts off with some stuff that I have brought to the podcast before. So Glass Beach, I brought their first album, which came out last year,
Which
to
is
the
called
podcast. But they
Glass
released
Beach's
some
first album.
What's that?
Is that the one that's called like this is the first album by the band
first-
called Glass Beach?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Nice.
the first Glass Beach album.
There we go.
But they released some singles this year, including an acoustic version of the opening track from that album, which I think is really good. And then I brought Marlowe. Future Power Sources is the track that I included in my end of the year wrap. I was really excited about that Marlowe album. I still think it's amazing. Not as good as the first one, but still amazing. Mato, formerly known as Mato Ayui, Overwhelmed, his single from this year. A Tribe Called Red, which is a group that I've featured in our weekly playlists a couple times. Indigenous electronic music, like blending that. They had a single this year called Land Back. And then we've got some new fun stuff. Bongzilla released an album this year, so I included Witchweed. Worms, I think is how you pronounce this correctly. It's just WOORMS.
Rooms?
Yeah, it's a 3-piece from Louisiana, and they do like sludgy doom stuff. It's the album's super good. I just found it recently. Then some happy math rock. Standards is the artist. They released a new album this year called Fruit Island. I got the track Special Berry. Carly Rae Jepsen, my number one artist for the last 3 or 4 years.
That was your 0.01 percentage.
Yeah, correct. She released a B-sides album this year from her last full album, which was called Dedicated, and I released I released.
Good for you.
I did this, Carly.
Oh, it's like that R. Kelly video.
The track one from the B-sides, This Love Isn't Crazy. And Whores released a single this year. Is a super good metal band in the style of like the Melvins or Helmet, who had a pretty incredible 2016 album. They released a track this year called Cornucopia, which is awesome. And then I found this artist called Currency, is a rapper, and he released an album this year with Harry Fraud, another MC, called The Outrunners. And I listened to this
Currency's
whole
great.
Dude, this whole album's insane. It's so good. It's so smooth.
He loves the Jets.
Fantastic. I'm happy about that. This track is called Golden Chrome, and I dare you to listen to it without like wishing you were outside, like in a drop top, like, and you'll feel it. It will take you away. It'll take you places.
I've been thinking about converting my Honda Fit to a drop top. Maybe this will be just what I need to put me over the top, motivation wise.
Oh, over the top. So you drop it.
Oh,
Phoebe Bridgers released an album this year called Punisher, which is super good, and I included Garden Song from that album, which has very strong Sufjan Stevens vibes, but the whole album is very different. She's got a lot of really good songs on there. I just really liked this particular track. Then I have Uman, I think is the way you pronounce that track's name. The title track from the band Slift, which is a French trio doing like psychedelic rock. It's kind of similar to like the OCs or something like that. This title track is super good, long, screaming, psychedelic rock, super fuzzy, all over the place. I fell in love with it immediately. And I took out J Electronica, subbed in Pixel Candle from Anamanaguchi, who have been releasing singles all year. And then I have this track from Nilüfer Yanya, I believe is how you pronounce her name. It's called Crash. This track...
It's a Dave Matthews cover?
It is a Dave Matthews cover. No, it's not. I should take that back. How dare I? This track has infected my brain. I found it 2 days ago and I haven't been able to think about anything else. There's like a video that goes along with it, and all I want to do is watch the video on a loop and listen to this song.
Wait, which song is it?
It's called Crash.
Into me.
Jotham knows it.
Hey, do you know what song I've had stuck in my head for the last 2
Go
days?
ahead, Jotham.
Steely Dan, Dirty Work.
Because
Because of the Tony Soprano, he's driving, listening to it. I didn't know it was Steely Dan.
I didn't know that was Steely Dan either.
Should I listen to the Dan?
No.
Is it time?
Yes.
You're good.
Yes.
I've never
Just
listened to
don't
the Dan.
ever talk about it.
Some people wear it as a badge of honor.
Yeah, I know, and they're terrible. Enjoy Steely Dan. They're for enjoying, but not talking.
Yeah.
About.
You
It's
enjoy
Steely Dan,
the comfort of your own home.
Yes.
Alone.
Tears for Fears.
Tears
Who
for
else
Fears
do
is
we?
fun.
I'll claim Tears for Fears.
I'll probably.
Everybody loves Tears for Fears.
It's like listening to Prairie Home Companion back in the day, you know? Just
before he touched the back of that woman.
Oh, he did.
Made it all weird.
He did turn into
He got cancer. Yeah.
a back touching picture taker or something.
I haven't heard about him since then.
Back touching
Well,
picture taking.
I think that came out after he had retired. Yeah, I forgot. Garrison Keillor turned out to be a creep. He's one of the last people you would have thought would have ended up being exposed as a creep. But I guess if you knew it was happening, it might not be surprising.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a take on that.
Nope. Seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And the last track in our year-end
Wrap it up.
best of 2020 list is WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
See, I didn't have that on my list.
Nice.
Cultural's Touchstone and a great
It
track.
is.
Great way to
Touchstone.
end it.
That's it.
That song's a jam, and that's
Hell yeah.
what closes up the 2020 best of playlist on Grand National Championships.
Ow.
Out of sight. So do we have anything else that we wanted to cultural touch on before we wrap it up for the week?
I don't think
Nope.
so. I think we should remind people, though,
Yeah.
that they should like, subscribe, rate, and review our podcast and share it with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on trucking.
And
And Jared,
Jared, don't you tell people to do something too?
didn't you just say all that?
yeah, I said that. You have to come up with your own thing now.
Oh, wait. I co-opted the cheese thing from Corin. Corin took the wrap up from you.
Nobody wants keep on trucking, so I still have that.
Yep, hold it close.
For now.
Hold it close. All right, for
Don't even think about
Jotham
it.
Fady and Corin LaPointe Atchison and Jared McLeod, I'm Alistair St. Hill. Everyone have a fantastic day, night, week, month, and a year ahead. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
How do I stop this crazy thing?
Hey, Jared, stay on for a sec. God damn it.